and welcome to Point of View. It is a space where you can express yourself, you can be yourself, and you can share your point of view. So today we're going to start talking about mastery. Now Dan and I have been talking about how it is we can be the best versions of ourselves. At the end of the day, one of the biggest things or the most important things in life is to be completely and utterly 100% yourself and who you are. So we thought that today would be a good topic to start off with, knowing that we are on our journeys to becoming masters. So Daniel would hit his first idea and then we'll bounce back.
Okay, so mastery. What is mastery? What is it all about really and truly? Why is it important? For me, mastery is all about being yourself. And Dave Chappelle was speaking about I think it was 846 or one of his latest series of comedy, right? After he came out of his hiatus, he's talking about the fact that there are so many people out here who are not themselves. And when you're not yourself, who are you? Right? And he was saying that that a lot of people walking around here as carbon copies of other people.
Yeah.
Right? So what is mastery? What does it really mean to be yourself? For me, I have spent a lot of years in my own head trying to figure myself out, and I feel like now I am at a place where I could say that I am authentically myself, 100%, right? I'm now at this stage. I'm 35 years old now, as you know, obviously. I'm now at this stage where I feel as though it's time to really step out into the world as myself.
And show yourself.
Yes,
yeah.
Right? Mastery of a skill is directly tied, in my opinion, to being yourself. Because while you master a skill, it exposes things about yourself, and you experience them as hurdles in that skill.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I have been a musician since I was 16, right? And an artist from even before, but I've been taking the art seriously for the past 2 years. Right? And that's a very interesting story. I guess I'll tell that story somewhere along the way. I don't talk too long because I want to get involved.
Yeah.
But I know you involved you have found your niche after all these years.
Yeah.
Right? And your niche is, tell them about your niche. What have you found?
I stumbled upon something called trading. I know some other people who are doing network marketing and they do IML. That's how I got introduced to trading, right? But I'm not in IML. I'm not a part of any multi-level marketing companies, right? But it caught me in a way that nothing else ever did. You see, when you find the first person that I saw this happen with is my cousin Sherry. Pick up herself, right? She went to hotel school, and I'll never forget it because it was I think it was 12 o'clock in the night or something like that. I was still in secondary school at the time, if I remember correctly, right? If it was in secondary school, I had to get up early to go to work, something like that, right? But anyway, the point is that she was up 12 o'clock in the night, beating the books, doing research and everything that she had to do, and she didn't seem to have a issue. She didn't seem to be fed up or tired or anything like that. And I thought that was outstanding.
It inspired you.
It was outstanding, and I thought that's beautiful. To find that thing in life that you love, that take your blood, so to speak, right? That you would wake up at 12, you would wake up at 2, you would stay up all night, you would just get lost in it, And so I would listen to music. I've been into music since she was 16. I've been singing since I was 9. Or actually, I've been singing since I was in preschool, right? Like, when I say singing is that I since I was real small. Back in the days, yeah, story time, right?
Yeah.
Back in the days, when before Daybreak Assembly, it had more Pentecostal. And I remember having to sing when I think I was 5 years old, right? And I freeze up because I was scared, right? But that's my first like memory of, to happen to go on a stage to sing. And at 9, when I was 9 years old, my father, he started to pastor a church, and that's when I really got into singing a lot heavier and so on. So a lot of people who know me would know that I sing, right? And you would think, well, but that had to be the niche. That had to be that place where I found mastery, right? And the truth is that that's not the place where I found mastery, and it might seem silly, and it might, for a lot of people, it's like it almost don't make sense, right? But what I've realized is that life have a way of showing you your path.
Correct.
Without you even trying too hard. You see, anytime you find yourself beaten up, something missing, and that is not, the beating up is not working harder. It's not don't get it tired. It's not like, well, I'm not supposed to be working hard, or I'm not supposed to be stressing about this at all. That's not really how it is work, because stress is a part of life, and on your road to mastery, and as Daniel was saying before, when you start to work towards any particular thing, you would start to realize things about yourself that would be a source of strain or a source of stress.
It's an obstacle. In
In
order to overcome it, you have to develop something about yourself.
Exactly, you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Understand? But whatever you came into this realm with, you understand, it was given to you. You didn't ask for that. And for me, I feel like it would be disrespectful to not put that out into the world in some form or fashion. Right? So you say, well, okay, well, if that's the case, then they should master that particular thing. Well,
so
comment below, right?
Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think, right? But I didn't find my drive to stay up, to get up. I mean, by the way, I get up every morning at 3. Every morning at 3 o'clock, right? To train. Right? Because it's just something that talk to me like no other.
Because there are people who believe, I know people who believe that mastery is not for them, that they have no gift, they have no talent, they have no skill.
Okay.
There are people who believe that.
Right.
I am going to make it very
that
clear.
we somehow
So and the people who have gifts in their opinion, their mind, are somehow blessed by the gods and have this special gift that no one else has, and they're just so lucky.
Right.
Let me make it completely clear. I believe, right, every individual was born with a unique ability that is unique to them.
Right.
And it is their responsibility to develop it into a skill.
Right.
Talent is a gift. Skill is something that has been refined. In other words, a skill is a refined talent or a refined gift. Let me make that perfectly clear. Every single individual, right? The average man will create something like, how much was the number? I think it's 120 billion sperm or something like that. 120 million sperm on a daily basis. Right? So when your parents had sex, they saw adults, I could cuss, or I cuss a little bit when I feel like it, I don't know. No? Don't, should I say don't cuss, I won't cuss, right? So, when your parents had sex, right? Out of the 120 million sperm, one made it to the egg. Just one. Now your father would have created 120 million sperm a day for his lifetime. Right? So that's an infinite number of sperm that your father would have created. Just one of those sperm made it and became you.
Is that champion dog?
See, I winner from it. You are literally one in infinity.
Yeah.
Each of us.
It really is a miracle to come into this earth, because and to pass through the female
Correct.
passage to get to the egg in itself.
Is
Now
champion.
so much of that goes
Challenges,
now.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and you were the strongest one. That's why you made it.
yeah,
Others died along the way.
exactly.
Others made it, but made it after you.
How much of a million other died along the
You
way?
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we literally born special. I thought music would be it. I really did. I thought I would make it in music. But as she was saying, life has a way of, as she was saying, life has a way of showing you your path, right? So, I married a singer. I am a musician and a producer. I mean, it's not taking much to do the maths to see what that connection is all about. But it was not, and I had to learn this, and it was a difficult journey, but it was not for me to make it as a musician as I thought I would be. Like Corey Henry and these guys. I thought that was where I was heading. But I reached a certain level and I plateaued. And I remember one day going, because my struggling with playing the keyboard is soloing. I understand music very well. I teach music. I've taught a lot of people music, right? But the performance side of it in terms of soloing was always a struggle. And I remember being determined to learn to solo. And I sat down behind the keyboard, and within 5 minutes of sitting down behind the keyboard to practice, I would fall asleep. And every time I sit down behind the keyboard to learn to solo, I would fall asleep. It was as though the universe was telling me, this is not for you. You already mastered what you need to master in the music realm for what your purpose is in music, which is to teach music and to support Chevelle. And now that we have children, to support them if they decide to choose music. Now we have a daughter who seems to be musically inclined. So it's as though my journey in music was all about supporting you all, right? Now it was a very hard decision. I remember in 2019, at the end of 2018, going into 2019, I was very depressed because I really wanted everybody to know. Anybody knows me knows I'm very ambitious. I really wanted to make it in music. Now I have a family to take care of. I'm not making no set of money off of music as I want to. And I was very frustrated and I was depressed. Now all these are signs that I was out of my lane. You understand? And it was a difficult thing, but this is the benefit of getting to know yourself. Right? Because I knew what I was feeling, something was wrong and something was not right. Something was off. Right? I had to make the decision to walk away from music. At the end of 2018 going into 2019.
And that's not easy thing to do.
It's not easy. I've been doing music for 16 years up to that point.
That's not easy. And the thing is that when it is you have to make life-changing decisions like that, you still have a wonder, am I doing the right thing here?
Yeah.
You understand? A feeling. Is it a giving up?
Am I a failure? That's why
Am I a failure?
What is success? So that's a very good.
Am I giving up?
Yeah.
Am I being a coward by giving up? Or am I recognizing that this is not my lane? So then the question is, how do you recognize what is not your lane?
Right.
And that you just being lazy or you just giving up or whatever the case might be?
My answer for that was, for me, I had to know myself.